welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 9 physical symptoms of social anxiety. Now, these symptoms can be applied to with generalized anxiety as well, because social anxiety is just anxiety, but in social settings. I'm just going to go through these one by one, and I'm going to share if I've ever experienced these symptoms before or if I haven't. First one I want to talk about is a fast heartbeat. Yes, I experience fast heartbeat when the anxiety is really that bad. It's like a terrible attack. When someone has palpitations, their heart beats very fast in an irregular way. Feeling that your mind has gone blank. I have, when something is required of me, when I have to fill out a form, like for example for the COVID vaccine, I had to fill out a form and I had to do that twice. My mind went blank. It's not that I didn't know what I was doing, my mind just went blank. Yeah, my anxiety can get so bad that it's so overwhelming that I can't even think straight. Another one is blushing. I don't know if I blush. No one has told me before that I was blushing. I don't know if I blush. Next is muscle tension. I can say that I do experience muscle tension. I do it subconsciously. I don't even know that I'm clenching certain muscles in my body, my fists. I'm curling my toes, like I just don't know I'm doing it. I just become stiff. Usually it's the hands, like I said, my feet, also my shoulders. I raise my shoulders up like this, and then it's like I'm moving around like this and I don't even know that I'm doing it. So yes, like muscle tension is like so subtle. I don't think no one else notices. So anxiety, you're always thinking about the future. You're always worrying about the future. So you can't really be in the moment when you are having a panic attack or an anxiety attack. But that's why there are grounding techniques. Recently, what I've learned about myself is the thing that I need to work on is to implement some grounding techniques to bring me back into the moment. Next, dizziness or lightheadedness. No. I think I can safely say that I've never experienced dizziness or lightheadedness. I think that your anxiety has to be so intense for you to feel so out of it, but I don't think I've ever experienced that. But it's definitely still physical symptoms that other people can experience. Trembling. I've only experienced it once, and that was because I had to present my project in front of the science class. The project was about nucleus and atoms and stuff like that. So basically, I had a poster paper, like a giant poster paper. You were supposed to have a script and you couldn't just read off of your poster. So I set it down with magnets on the whiteboard. I had my script ready and I was holding it and I was reading it, and I was feeling really like intense anxiety when the teacher called on my name, like just fear. Like I think I had to present first. Maybe that played a role into why I was so anxious, but I just don't remember if she called us up randomly or maybe we went in alphabetical order. So yes, I was trembling and I was reading my script and my hands were shaking. It started off subtle, and then it wasn't like full blown like that, but it was just like that. Of course, I experienced anxiety first before my brain could tell me, or before I could think about, hey, you know, you're shaking. My shaking only made me more anxious. But you know, I couldn't help it. I couldn't. As I headed back to my desk, I asked my friend, you know, hey, did you notice me shaking? Next, here is another big one for me. It's the most common one I experience the most. That is trouble catching your breath. This physical symptom, it's just anytime I feel anxiety, it's always this one. Out of everything else, it starts off with this one first. And I really hate this. This makes anxiety so hard, like, because for me, when it's a low grade anxiety, I'm super hyper vigilant. it feels like I'm hyperventilating. It's so intense, it's so scary. Alright, so the next one is an upset stomach or nausea. Don't know about you guys, but yes, I've experienced this once before. Before, when I would research social anxiety symptoms, I'd be like, oh, like even having like upset stomach, like wow, I didn't think that things could get that bad, because I do think having an upset stomach, like, and I didn't think that it would affect your stomach. I just thought, like, it's a mental health, so I didn't think, that there'd be a connection. Wow, nausea as a physical symptom of social anxiety / generalized anxiety? Wow. Nausea, no. Researching the symptoms in the past for social anxiety, I never thought. So basically, my anxiety was acting up again. I'm not feeling too well. So I was like, oh, I have a stomach ache. But at the same time, I was anxious. I realized that it wasn't actually like a real stomach ache. When it died down, I guess, I was like, oh, the pain is gone. Weirdly enough, I'm not experiencing upset stomach anymore. And then I realized, oh, that's what they were talking about. And all of these anxiety symptoms lists, it just went away by itself. Basically, I didn't need to take anything or rub any ointments. I was fine, like it just disappeared by itself. And last but not least, sweating. I don't really experience sweating anymore. Back in elementary school, when we were doing partner dancing, and of course, like all the girls have to dance with the boys and stuff. The dancing unit in like gym class. Well, that was in middle school. We were in the gymnasium. All the girls had to line up one side of the gym, and all the boys had to line up on the other side. And then basically how the dance goes is you'd meet, so line up like this, the girls here, the boys here. Let's say this is the front of the gym and then this is the back. So a girl and a boy would like meet towards the center and basically hold hands and stuff like that. So yeah, I did get sweaty hands from that. Fortunately, none of my partners ever pointed out to me, hey, your hands are sweaty or you're clammy. I'm like, oh, their hands are dry. After touching so many hands, I'd be feeling my own hands, and I'm like, I am sticky and sweating. So I just like wipe it on my clothes and stuff. So that is basically it. That is all the symptoms. Like I said, this can be applied to generalized anxiety as well. Again, social anxiety is just getting anxiety in social settings. Alright, that is basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!